Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well this fine Sunday afternoon. It is a beautiful day, and I can't complain. Um, at least where I'm at, it's really pretty. It's a good, crisp little chill in the weather, which means fall is on its way. Um, but either way, I'd love to have you guys come in and check out some of the stuff. I want to do a quick little recap, real quick, and basically kind of share some stuff with you guys that I'm seeing in the markets, and potentially things that will be happening here real soon, um, which I'm kind of just gauging for it. So if you guys have been following me, I know that I've been talking to you guys about the ETH drop and what is going to be happening. I know that we were talking about it up in this area, and how far would we potentially see the drop go, right? Like I think that's one of the biggest things, right? It's like, how far is this going to go, right? So once we put in this lower high in this area here, I was definitely, uh, for lack of for lack of a better word, waiting for a major drop. So it was, I believe it was when the weekly, I believe the weekly was up in this level. We had actually seen the our turning points on the monthly, the weekly, and daily, right? Like they were all sitting in this level here. And so I don't know why. Where's that 8 moving average? Should be. I don't know what is happening. Give it 1 second. Sometimes these moving averages just decides that. There we go. We have that monthly moving average sitting right here, and that weekly we also saw sitting also right in this level. Now it's more right here, but we definitely saw it was in this level here. You can go back, I forget what day it was. It would have been one, two. It would have been August 8th, I believe. Actually, I was not here. I believe I set it up here because August 8th, I was actually in Florida. So up in this level here, it rallied up into our area here, sold off, and then came in. So it bounced off of that weekly 20-period moving average, which we were looking at as well. Where is that monthly? Oh, it's down here. So at the time, it was sitting up in this level. So we hit that 20-period moving average, and it sold off. So I said to you guys, all right, we know that the merge is coming up this week. And I was explaining to you guys, the short of it is this, is that we have a lot of air. We have a lot of downward pressure coming in. And additionally to that, we have a lot of fall, a lot of, I call it the slippery slide. We have a big slip and slide down to these areas here. And so I was actually on the comment section within Bankless. I don't know if you guys watch Bankless show. Um, they don't know who, obviously I'm a very small guy. Not a lot of people know who I am, right? But yeah, right. We'll see where that goes. But I was there and I said, hey guys, look, because they were all really bullish. And I said, listen, this is not a bullish event. The bullish event happened, back in January when we started seeing this rally up, right? Um, this, or it's not January, but July area, June, July area, the push up, boom. This was, this was a big deal here, right? This right here, this rally at the beginning or midsummer really was just simply, okay, this is when it's happening. And so you have a lot of those institutions really pushing this up so that they can take a lot of orders back, right? And so there's a lot of the people here losing money as we speak. So I I say that because right here, when while I was on Bankless, or not on Bank, that's the wrong word. While I was commenting within the merge, while we were streaming the merge, I was in the Bankless um, comment section telling them that this is going to be a bearish sell-off here coming here real quick. So I wanted to make sure that they knew that, and I started calling out numbers. I said, "Listen, we're gonna bust. We're gonna fall from the 16 And I said follow between the 8-hour moving, or 8-hour, 8-period moving average. In conjunction with that, this is what I'm looking for. In conjunction with that, we're also looking for it, and I know I have a ton of stuff here, but that was around this period right here, right, for the March. We were in this area, the 17, 16 area. Actually, we were right here. This was the day. I remember because it was coming up into this area here, and I started seeing big selling orders. I took a few shorts here, right in this level, saying that we should sell off around this area. I was too soon. I woke up to it being around in this area, and then I just caught it. Where was it? Right here. Somewhere. Caught my short right here or right here, and I put my stop up in this level right here. Anyways, the short of it was this: is that I was expecting us to at least come down to that 1350, 1330 area that I have marked on my daily area, right? This is where I said, in Bankless, I said, we're going to come down to at least here. Now, I thought we were going to do it that night, right? I thought there was going to be some major news coming in where we were going to see this massive sell-off that night, because typically most institutions take news events to basically move the market. So that's what I thought was going to happen. They obviously didn't, right? So we did see some volatility step in where they pushed the market first up, then they dropped it, which I always teach you guys. If you see the market rallying hard up, be ready for it to drop down, right? Especially during news events, or at least the next day or two. So I say that because that's exactly what happened. It came up, touched our area here, then they had the sell-off, okay? It was in between our two lines here where they actually came and tapped, and then tapped that daily A and turned it around. But on Bankless, I told them focus on the 5-minute, right? It was the 5-minute. So when we break the 5-minute, come back to the 8-period moving average and getting ready. And because I like to use the 5 and 15-minute as my entry time frames personally. And I personally use the 8-period moving average. You can use a 7, you can use a 9, you can use, I think it's like 13 EMA. A lot of people like the EMA, but when the market is trending pretty hard during the daytime. But once it breaks that, then I jump to a higher time frame. Personally, that's what I do. And I use typically that 8-period moving, or that 8-hour daily, to kind of gauge which way I can actually use to play. But the biggest thing, and again, I'm be honest, I'm not telling you guys everything, all the skills that I use, because that's just some of them, right? But I'm saying this because it's typically what I'm using to gauge which direction the market's going to move. Because like I told you guys, the markets move in 8-hour sections, right? It's, the first thing you have from London, from 8, right, to 8, and then America takes it, right, from 8 to 16, which is 4 o'clock, right? And then from there, we see the market then continue into the evening, right, where it closes up at the 24-hour mark, where we sit there and we see China take over, right? And then they do it. So after China takes over and they run the market, then we see again go right into the London session, right? And that's typically like the Globex section, or section of trading, right? It's not as much trading volume. It's really the American trading volume that we see these markets move. So that's really what we're looking to do, or look at, right? And so those sections, that's why I use that 8-hour chart. Now, I also set this up to different time frames on my personal, like I've noticed, you have to go there and do your own research, DOD, right? But you'll see that you can use not all, like if you use the East Coast timing, right, versus West Coast timing, American timing versus the London timing. You need to make sure that you understand what charts they're looking at and each timing frame that they're looking at, right? So London uses a different time frame, right? So if you're not looking at the right time frame, you're going to get screwed up on your trading, and they're going to blow through your stop, right? So that's what I actually forgot. Man, a lot of people are hitting me up right now. Sorry about that. So the reason I'm saying is let's jump back into the charts here real quick where we can see the market going. let me go ahead and check this out here real quick. So next, I want to bring this up because now we're starting to see the sell-off here coming into. So I want you guys to be ready for the 1336 area, as well as the 1280 area, and then the 1216. These areas are junctional turn areas. You can take a quick little profit from it if you guys want to. And additionally to that, let's look at Bitcoin real quick. So Bitcoin, we can sit there and see that it's not really have a major sell-off right now, like as we see. And the reason why is because it doesn't have a big slip and slide below it, right? Except for the areas that I keep pointing out on our daily turns, right? So from here, we might see a sell-off, Bitcoin go into the 18,725 area, as well as it could blow right through this area and come right down to, because the reason why I say it is because we've already traded through this area. I have this here because we bounced off of this area. This is kind of like the line in the sand that I brought up, that I say, hey, look, this is, if it falls through this, we're going to see it retrace it back up into it and then drop, right? So look, be ready for a smaller time frame for it to blow through, come back, retest, and then drop back down to our 17,629 area for Bitcoin. And real quick, I don't like doing the smaller time frames here just because I can't pull out all my other details that I use for, oh, that was the other thing I was telling Bankless, is I was telling them, go on to Sierra charts, and you'll be able to see through the footprint charts, the seller stepping in very clear. It was, you can literally look at the delta on Sierra charts and literally see the, like the shorts, like they weren't even hiding about who was actually looking at the shorts on the footprint charts, right? Like put delta on the chart, and which is basically minus, or buyers minus sellers and sellers minus buyers. You can see the actual stuff setting up, and I'm sitting there looking at going, oh, they're gonna drop this. They're absolutely gonna drop it. And I was actually telling them on Bankless, like I was like, brothers, they're going to drop it. They're going to drop it. And I probably looked like a crazy guy on it, but I didn't know if they were long, and I didn't want them to get crushed by it. You know, I mean, I just, I don't want people losing money. That just sucks, right? I think it sucks when you lose cash that you put in, right? So, jumping back down to our area here, yeah, I see Bitcoin coming down to our levels at least here, because this has been traded through. Again, this has been traded through by here a little. So I see it's coming down to the 18,641 to the 17. So let these be like your third, make this like your, if you're going to go short, put your stops back in this area. Your first target should be here. Second target will probably be here. Third target be here, for at least until Monday. And we'll see what happens there. But Bitcoin, again, doesn't have as much, it doesn't have hardly any of the space that Ethereum has. Doesn't have a big old slip and slide all the way down. Or, it just doesn't. Whereas Ethereum, it's very clear. It's very clear that it's just, you have this, and then you have this area. So there's a lot of area for it to fall in comparison to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is very, there's not much here, right? It's not like it's all the way up here ready to fall all the way down to here. So I just want to make sure you guys see that. All right, thanks for your time. But if you guys could even send this off to Bankless and let them see it, you know what I'm saying? I might try to tag them in it as well, see if I can. But I just want to thank you guys, and many blessings. And I shall talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oh, stay safe. Stay safe, and make sure. One of the things the guys brought up, and I also preach this to you guys all the time, the only thing you can control in the market is your stop and how much you risk. So make sure you use correct risk to reward ratios, as well as make sure you whatever stopping mechanism that you use, or you place your stop, you stick to it, right? If you get stopped out a couple times, you get stopped out a couple times. Apologize, guys. I'm just getting inundated with people right now. So, but I want to pop in real quick and just kind of give you guys heads up. All right, guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon, and many blessings. And that's it. Be safe out there.